What's up guys, Udimsa here. Today we're back again. In this video, we're going to be playing some Camille in the jungle. So I still think that Camille is one of the best well-rounded junglers. I think it's still very strong in this patch, just like how Camille has been the past few patches. And again, it's mostly just because of how well-rounded Camille is. You can do pretty much anything with Camille. Your early game isn't that bad. Your late game is pretty insane. Your ultimate is almost a free kill if you use it right. You can split push, you can team fight, you can easily take down squishies. And I think the only other champ that's comparable to Camille in the jungle as to being as well-rounded is probably Wukong. Because other champs like Lee Sin, Evelynn, Rengar, all of those are... You have good early games, and then your late game teamfight is not as strong. But Camille, you're actually relatively tanky too with your passive, so that's pretty good. But in this match, we're actually going to be jungling up against a Mundo, which is a bit of an interesting matchup. You don't see too many Mundos anymore. But something that's going to be really important here is just understanding Mundo and the enemy jungle that you're going up against and how that matchup can affect your jungle routing in this match especially. Because what I know about a Mundo is their jungle clear to begin with is pretty poor, and what that gives me advantage of is I can get a faster clear, and I know I'll have a stronger early game than Mundo because Mundo's early game is relatively weak. So what I want to do in this match is I want to go for double scuttle. Meaning I want to take both the top and the bot scuttle and contest the Mundo at whichever one he goes. So the first step to that is knowing which side Mundo is going to go to. And it's really big. This word here tells me exactly what Mundo's rotation was. He went from red to blue, and now he's going to work towards this scuttle. So look what I'm doing. I'm skipping my blue buff, and I'm working directly to this scuttle because I know Mundo's about to head here. So I'm pinging my teammates right now. As you can see on the minimap, I'm literally spam pinging. I want this Aurelia to come, and would rather fight over this scuttle. So now I'm keeping an eye out for Mundo. I know Mundo's probably somewhere back here. So he pops out of that bush. I do get the smite. I want to get the kill here, but I sadly have to dip out. My mid lane didn't get a rotate at all, which is a bit unfortunate. I think if they rotated, we easily could have won that. But now that we got that bot side scuttle, I want to work towards this top side scuttle. And notice what I'm doing here. This is really key. I don't think it didn't work this match, but I was trying to hide behind the minions. One of the things that I think a lot of junglers make a mistake of is showing themselves on the map when they don't need to. Because in a case like that, if you walk far enough behind the minions, you actually won't be spotted on the enemy minimap. So then the Mundo doesn't know where I am, where I'm going, or anything like that. So that can just put a lot of pressure on them, because if they know exactly where I am, then they know they can do stuff uncontested or what they're up to. So now I was able to get the double scuttle, and now what am I doing? I'm just farming to level 5, because that's what you got to do on Camille now. You got to keep on going until you get level 5. Because once you get your ult, then you want to look for a good gank. So now I know with this camp, I'm going to get level 5. And now I'm looking at my lane matchups, and what do I see? I know this wave is going to be pushing a bit. This top side, not very gankable at all. There's no way I'm going to really be able to do anything there. That bot wave is pushed in. It's going to be a full health Garen, so mid lane is really the only good option. So I want to ping this Aurelia, and I know this Aurelia has ult, okay? That's really key. I'm looking at my teammates, and I know what they have. And the reason why I didn't ult there was because I realized the Aurelia wasn't in position, and as you can see, this is kind of like, it's a little bit annoying me because I want this Aurelia to like be able to follow up if I go for this. Because I think one of the biggest mistakes you can make on Camille, and notice what I'm doing here, I'm waiting for him to go for this last hit. That's what I'm being patient for. I know he's going for that last hit, and then I go for the ult. And I think that got us in a good spot, so we were able to get that ult. Because when he goes in for the last hit, I noticed that minion was pretty far back because it was a ranged minion. So when he does step up for that, he's going to be further up than normal, so that's a good opportunity to ult. But that first time I went for the engage, that TF made a very good play. He flashed away super quick before I could get the ult down, which was smart of him because, of course, if I land the ult before he gets the flash off, then he can't even flash out. So that was very good. And I want to talk about why the double scuttle was so important this match. It's because it's a Mundo, okay? Mundo doesn't have very good ganking because he doesn't have a big dash or anything. So getting the scuttle, it denies him so much gank potential because he can't come from the river. He can't really come from here. And if he comes from this side, he won't be able to get onto anybody because he's a Mundo. He doesn't have any big dashes or anything. Literally, the only way he could get a gank is like coming all the way through here, and that's very risky. Or somehow getting into this bush over here. So now I'm resetting. My Baron laner's pinging. They're going to rotate to drag, meaning I want to fight now. I picked up the red buff. I noticed the Garen's still in bot side, so I know we're going to have the 5v4 at the dragon, so I'm looking to head straight to the dragon to fight this. And now we're starting this up. I'm pinging him. I'm on my way. We could start this up. I almost have my ult off cooldown. Once I get my ult, we can easily look for a pick onto somebody. So sadly, I did not. If I had my ult there, I could have killed somebody for sure. But without my ult, I didn't want to full on commit. And now I'm just getting this dragon lower. I know this is a 5v4 here. Right now, I'm just focused on securing this dragon just because it's so low at this point. My team, they're trying to pick up these kills. We're able to get him. This was a 5v4, and this was a mistake on their part. And a lot of people make this mistake, especially in like mid-tier elos like Diamond and stuff like that. They'll really force it for that first dragon. It's just a mountain dragon. It's not a huge deal if you lose it. And notice what the Garen's doing on the other side. He's getting the first turret, meaning that they get a lot of gold. So just look at their gold right now. 16. It went from 16.4,000 to 17.4,000. It was worth 1,000 gold, plus Garen got a lot of gold from the plates. So it's really these gold leads that are going to be getting you items, which is going to be making you stronger. Dragons will help, but I'd say items are just probably more important, actually. Because if you throw like that, imagine if they didn't throw like that, the gold lead would not be this big, and they would be still in this match, but now they're falling behind because of that. So I have my ult, or no, I use my ult, actually. I don't have my ult. I want my ult. That's what I want. And sorry if I'm talking kind of fast, but I'm trying to avoid a lot of pauses because some people do not like them, so that's good. So we're able to grab the Herald there. We got a very good rotate from our support. That was really good. He was able to get the rotate in. And I think, and I'm going to pause this for a second here, I'm sorry, but I think that was a good rotate for him because, first of all, this wave was pushed out all the way, meaning that if he left, this Lucian wouldn't have even been in danger because the wave's all the way out. They aren't going to be pressing up. If the wave was in this position and he just had rotated out, this is bad because now they can apply a lot of pressure on this Lucian without a support there. So that was good timing for his rotate. But now I'm just setting up good wards, and we're looking to, like, we're snowballing this match, and that pretty much just goes from getting the double scuttle, getting a level advantage, and now I'm getting some warding down. Let's see, did I get that? No, and over here, I know I can't kill the Mundo, but what do I want to do? I want to force out his ult, okay? I don't know if I do there. No, I did not force out the ult. That's what the goal was there, to just force him out, maybe make him use ult, and then go for this turret dive. So we're able to get the turret dive. I dropped the Herald. I did not expect Corki to be here, honestly. So now we're looking for this turret. I have ult up. I'm looking for the engage if we want to go for it. But we run out of minions and the Herald barely went down. So let's see. I just ult this Corki. I see the Aurelia's on their way. That's why I'm like, okay, we can start up this engage. And this is very key on Camille, is making sure you guarantee a kill when you ult. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that Camille players make, is going for using their ults when they can't get a kill. So like early on when I first used my ult in that mid lane, that's really good to me. First of all, looking for a gank as soon as I got my ult. And a very good tip as to what lane to gank is by looking at the wave states. By looking at where the wave is positioned, you can almost guess where the enemy is going to be positioned, because of course if the wave is like all the way over here when that turret is up, then they're going to be back here and you can't do anything here. But let's say that the wave is pushing back and they're over here, then that's a good gank. So considering that when looking for what to gank is with your ult is super important. And I made sure that they really wasn't in a position to follow up, because if they wouldn't have followed up, I wouldn't have been able to kill the TF earlier, and that would have been waste of an ult. So it's very key to make sure you can guarantee a kill there. I almost have my ults back off cooldown. My team's playing pretty well this match. I really just wanted to show like what you could do if you have good knowledge about what you're jungling up against, and pretty much had a double scuttle. Notice how I even skipped my blue for it because I thought it was worth it. I caught his rotation out with that ward, and that gave me so much, pretty much just good knowledge of where he was going to be, what his plans were. And if my teammates rotated, I think we could have gotten kills there actually at that first scuttle fight. So now we're looking for kills here. I get the slow. Now I'm just assassinating this Corki, really. And we have really good single target focus. Our comp is super strong in single target focus. Aurelia, if you watch my Aurelia video, you'll know how insane like Aurelia is in just 1v1s and catching people out. Like one burst and you're just instantly gone, like in the blink of an eye, and it's pretty insane. But we did a really good job of snowballing this match. Now the next dragon spawned, we're heading back towards it. And I actually got my new phone today, so I'm recording this on my new phone. So hopefully now I can start recording my matches live and I won't be getting frame drops, because if you've been following me for a while, if you knew like back when I recorded my matches live, I'd get like these crazy frame drops and like my entire screen would freeze and it's just unplayable. So that's why I've been having to do these replays lately. But with the new phone, hopefully I don't get these frame drops. I have yet to play an actual match yet, but hopefully. Ooh, and that was a very good combo, actually. And I make a mistake there. I actually make a huge mistake. And if you can guess what it is, that's good. I did not dodge the Cena ult with my ult. That's really key with Camille. And I butchered that one. Of course, I can land the flash combo, but I can't land the normal. I can't land the normal one. And that was a bit unfortunate that I got Garen ulted there. But yeah, if you didn't know, you can combo your third ability hookshot with your flash if somebody's a little bit further away, or you need to reposition with your dash. If you go into a practice mode and play around with it, you'll definitely be able to figure it out. But in late game teamfights, it's really important to dodge big bursts of damage with your ult, or large CC like that Cena route. If I would have Senna route, somebody was talking to me about that earlier, about how I was saying it wrong. Yeah, but you could use that to dodge large CC. You can use it to even dodge stuff like Garen ult if you're very good at predicting stuff. And I'm sorry, I was not showing that my cooldown screen earlier. I should have done that. Okay, it's fine though. But now I'm chasing after this Mundo, and again, I'm just trying to burn his ult. I know I'm not going to go for the kill. There's his ult there, and I've just started to back off. My Braum went in a bit too deep, and I guess they're full on committing onto this. We get the Quirky, it looks like. Yes, we get the Quirky. I'm trying to go onto the TF. I have my ult. I'm trying to get an ult range. They're sadly just barely out of ult range. Oh, I go for the ult over the wall. But now I know this Mundo has no ult. They really, really overstepped there. I was just trying to bait out the Mundo ult, because fighting a Mundo in a team fight, when he still has ult, is very hard to deal with. And they got so lucky there. One shot. You can see I was thinking, do I jump over this wall? Do I do it? But I considered what I had, and I did not have anything to get back over if I did commit to that. And that's really important in Camille, I think. Some of the things to consider are, if you are going to go for the engage, do you have any way to get out if you do need to dip out? Or do you have any sustain? What CC do they have? And now, let's see, we're sort of looking for Baron. What's going on over here? Let's see, yeah, I noticed there's a lot of people here. Just backing up. I stasis that because I got rooted. I did not want to get bursted down while I was rooted. Needed to give him a hook shot back up to get out of there. Sounds good. Oh, and actually I want to show my button position. Y'all actually can't see it right now, but I'm changing it up a bit. I guess you guys will see in the next video what it is. I guess y'all haven't seen it in a while because I haven't done a live video in a long time, but now I'm just backing up. They really overstepped that. At least now they can't do Baron. They got pretty low. I'm kind of just trying to stall him until my team... I know my Lucian's on their way again. Lucian. So, flash out there. Just getting the reset. So, as I was saying, when you're committing to engages or not, some things to consider are what CC does the enemy have? They have the Garen silence, they have the TF stun, they have the Senna root. Those are things to consider because, think about it, if you just dive in and the Garen first ability, you're going to be silenced, meaning you won't be able to ult, you won't be able to stasis or anything, so you got to keep that in mind, and let somebody like the Braum eat it up, because that's the point of big front lines, to eat up that kind of CC. Or let him eat up the Senna root before you go in. So those are just important things to consider. And some perspective junglers I want to do soon. Lee Sin is probably up next on the list. A big one that I want to do is Pantheon. You guys don't realize how broken Pantheon is. I don't understand how people have not noticed this, but Pantheon is so strong right now. And the build that I'm going on Camille is oh dude, that was unlucky. I got knocked out of my hookshot. Is Trinity Force into Death Stance, and what am I building into? GA and Sterix, and then I think one tank item at the end. Or I can go for another damage item if I want. But now I could just push this turret, and I can easily escape because I'm Camille. There's no way that they can get onto me. Boy, that I really butchered that ult. It's fine though. That was a good TF stun. Spotted us out. But notice how one thing I'm doing is I'm going straight onto the backline squishies. Let's see, can I... Oh, I was not able to get him. Wow. I kind of threw that. And again, actually, that time I actually failed to consider the center route, and that was a mistake on my part. I should have realized that if I dive in like that, I'm going to get rooted up, so... I don't think I should have committed that early, but... That's fine, our team was able to clean it up. So, enchantment-wise, Stasis, Gargoyle are two good choices. Teleport is good in very rare cases. Teleport's hard to use in solo queue because teammates don't know how to play around a teleport, but you can use it if you feel like you can get a lot of value out of it. This match, I want Stasis. I've been practicing with Stasis a lot. I need to be able to Stasis things like Garen ult. If you're really fast on your reflexes, you can Stasis really key abilities. So now we're just cleaning up. This match is honestly just a snowball, and I'm going to let you guys in on a secret, but I've been ranking up a new account with a old friend from Vainglory. He was my duo back then, and I think we're going to try and duo to Challenger on a new account. So that's what we've been working on lately. The queue times have been quite awful, but we're working that account up, and I think we can get to Challenger on it, honestly. He's a mid laner, so that means we can get good rotates, scuttle fights, all that stuff. 4-man rotate ganks to duo lane, all that crazy kind of stuff. But we'll see. That's a bit exciting. So I felt excited for that. That's good. Ooh, and I actually want to give you guys, what am I doing here? Did they have a word in there? I don't know if they did. That looked like they did because that threw that read exactly at me. Just trying to get an ult range. Didn't even have to ult for that. Oh, I want to give you all an update on the jungle that I was working on that I've been talking about in my past few videos. But so I've been working on that. What's today? Today is Saturday that I'm recording this. I think I should be able to get this up tonight. Tomorrow's Sunday. Let's see. I'm free tomorrow for most part. So I'll work on it tomorrow mostly, and then let's see. I work on Monday, so I don't think I'll be able to get on Monday. I think Tuesday would probably be the day that I think I'll get it out. That's the prospective date. That's the goal. Hopefully we can get it out then. Tuesday or early Wednesday if I don't get the upload on Tuesday night. It's able to land a very nice slow there. But anyways, that's going to be it for this match, actually. We kind of steamrolled this match. I just wanted to show you all, like, pretty much how to double scuttle a jungle if you can. And a very important thing to consider that I actually didn't mention this video because I didn't pause it, and I mentioned this in like all my other videos, but looking at your mid and side lanes are key, because if one of those laners rotates, then that's really going to change the fight. Because as you can see, I was going for that, I got the scuttle, and then the Garen rotated, meaning I have to dip out, okay? And that's a really good reason for why I didn't use my hook shot, was because that's your engage and your escape, okay? If I use that to engage, then that means I have to flash out to escape, which I really don't want to have to do that. So that's just something to consider. Looking at the lane state, seeing who can rotate, who has priority. If you watch my videos, you know I emphasize priority a lot, but that's going to be it for this video. These are the builds, and thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.